Hello students, welcome to online tutorial of database management system. My name is Bhavna Singh. I am working as an assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. In today's session we will discuss about the database management. So let's get started. Students, in today's session we will discuss about all these topics of unit 4, that is what is internet or web databases, what are its various advantages and disadvantages. Then we will talk about the web databases tools that are used in web database, and then we will discuss about the mobile database, its various components and advantages of mobile database. Then we'll discuss about the data management issues in mobile database and architecture of mobile database. Let us start with the first topic, that is what is an internet or web databases. Students, we can use both these terms internet and web interchangeably because both the terms they mean the same. So what is a web database? A web database is a database application that is designed to be managed and accessed through the internet, and website operators they can manage this collection of data and present analytical results based on the data in the web database applications. For example, this database, or you can say the web database, is means that these kind of databases they are created on the World Wide Web, and they are used to for storing all the information regarding the users and regarding the customers, and any user or any customer they can access these information with the help of any website or with the help of the internet. So these are the basically the system that are used for storing and displaying all the information, and the user can access it via a website. For example, let's take an example when we do online shopping over the internet. So we are entering our names, our shipping address, our contact number, all the personal information, as well as when we are doing the transaction, or you can say we are doing the online payment, then we are transferring all our credit card numbers and all the monetary transactions. So all these informations they are storing somewhere. So this is the web database on which all these information regarding the customer, regarding the personal information, regarding the transaction information, all these they are stored in a web database, and we can access it via internet or via any website. Or in order to understand the concept more better, let us take another example. For example, when you people create your Gmail account, then in that initially you have to create the login, and for that login you need to fill your a kind of a form that asks your first name, your last name, all your details, address, phone number and password, etc., username. So these all details they are storing somewhere. So this is where the all the information regarding the customer or regarding the user or regarding a person is storing in the web database or the internet database. Now let us understand the advantages of this internet databases. The first one is simplicity. Simplicity means that these web databases they can be easily developed because we are developing these web-based databases using the HTML, that is hypertext markup language, and this HTML is very much easy to learn as well as use. So it can be used by any of the users very easily and quickly. Then the second we have the standardization. Standardization means when we write this web based or when we write the coding about this HTML, and these websites they have their own interfaces and access forms that create the HTML pages, and these HTML pages these are used, or you can say these can be read on all the browsers, like you can access it or you can use it on the web browser like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or Internet Explorer or any of the browsers, and these HTML documents they can be read from any machines in the world. So therefore it provides a standardization. Then the next we have the cross platform support. Cross platform support means that these web based databases they are not meant or they cannot run only on the single platform or single operating system, because they can be accessible or they can be accessed via any web browsers, and they are not confined to any particular operating systems. So therefore they can be used at any of the platforms. Now, along with certain advantages, this web database has certain disadvantages also, like it has a problem of reliability, security, and limited functionality as well as cost. So let us discuss first how it is disadvantages in terms of reliability. Reliability means that sometimes what happens, the server they can be down and messages can be delayed in order to send to particular users or to particular destination. So in that case the internet is becomes unreliable, and it provides a kind of a slow communication medium. So in that case it becomes there is a problem of reliability. Then the second we have the security. Security means whenever we are talking about the web based, that means it can be accessed via internet and anybody anywhere in the world can use it or access it. So in that case this security it becomes a great concern, because all the organization they are making our database accessible on the web, and any person in anywhere from the world can access it. So therefore it is a major concern in this web database. Then the next we have the limited functionality of HTML. Sometimes there may be a problem that highly interactive database applications they are not easily converted into these web based applications, because they are written in the HTML and they are not easy to port into this HTML coding. So sometimes it provides certain limited functionalities. Then the next we have the cost means that setting up the internet database, or cost of meeting all the demands and expectations of customers is become high, so therefore it becomes sometimes expensive to use. Now let us discuss the web database tools. The first one is Common Gateway Interface Tool, that is CGI tool. CGI tool is the basically tool that with the help of which we are able to create the web databases, and we are able to interact with the external applications like web servers and HTTP. HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. See, this web database it works on the principle of client server architecture. You can see what happens. Suppose you want to search any information on the website or any information on the world wide web. So what you people do, you send a request with the help of web browser, and this web browser it forwards the request to the web servers. So basically this request that you are sending to the web browser, or you are entering some URL in the address bar of the web browser, so that particular request is the HTTP request that you are sending. And then the web browser when receives that request, it causes its application logic to be executed, and this application logic it issues a query to the database in order to get that result from that particular database, and then it formats the result as an HTML page. And after receiving that HTML page, the web server it finally returns this HTML page to the client in the form of a response. That is, the web server will send you the information that you are searching on the Firefox, or you searching on the Google Chrome, that is the web browser. So this is how the entire process of searching on the internet is going on. Then the second tool we have the extended markup language, that is XML. In the previous slides also we have talked about that these web based databases they are created within form of a HTML pages. So these are the XML. These provides a facility so that we will be able to define certain tags. Like if we want to create the heading, then we use the head tag. In order to create the title, we use the title tag. So these are the basic tags that we are used in describing the markup language for the documents that are containing the structured information. Now let us discuss about the mobile database. It is a database that can be connected to by a mobile computing device over a mobile network. The client and server have wireless connections. A cache is maintained to hold frequent data and transactions so that they are not lost due to the connection failure. Mobile database are the database that allows the development and deployment of database applications for handheld devices. That means when we talk about mobile means we are using it while moving, or that means which we are not standing at one place and using it, while on the move we are using it. So whenever we talk about that user is working from home or his user is working offline, that means he is using the mobile database, and with the help of his internet access devices like mobile phones, like laptops or desktops or your tablets, you can use this mobile database, and you can connect to your corporate databases and access all the information that is stored there, and you can also share the informations. For example, there is a salesperson, and that salesperson while moving or while doing the sales per day, or you can say while selling all the products, he can update the databases as side by side by all the stocks or all the products or all the sales. So with the help of this mobile database technology, it allows all the employees of a particular company or a particular corporate to use handheld devices like their mobile phones or their laptops or their tablets, and they can connect or link to their corporate networks, and they can download all the data, they can share the data, they can work offline, or you can say they can work from remote sites like from different places, and then they can easily connect to the network databases. So this is how it makes their work easy and simple and convenient. Nowadays more of the people are working from home, so this is how they are able to manage, and they are connecting with their corporate servers. And one more thing, in this mobile database we are maintaining a cache memory. Cache memory holds all the data that we are using frequently, so that whenever we want that data we can access it from there and extract it, and it also saves a lot of time and processing time. So because of this cache, it is also become easy to frequently access the data. So this is how sitting at home or while moving at different places or while on the go, we can use all the databases that are separated from the main databases, but then also they are connected to the main databases. Let us understand the concept of this mobile database with the help of this diagram. It will make you understand more clear. For example, there is a large corporate in which there is a central server, and it's a database. Central database is stored on that central server. So when some persons, or you can say some employees, they are working offline or they are working from remote sites, so they can access this central database with the help of their mobile databases. And as you can see that we have two mobile databases, that one person is accessing the database with the help of the laptop, and other person is accessing the database with the help of his smartphone. So this is how with the help of these devices like laptop and smartphones, we are able to connect our mobile databases with the central databases, that is the main database of the entire corporate. So while just sitting at home or while just moving at different places, we'll be able to connect to the main company's database, and we can share all the information, we can download the data, we can upload the data, we can connect to that main database, and we can do all the updates side by side. So this is how this mobile technology, you can say, or mobile database is very much convenient and efficient for use nowadays. And this is the example, you can say, of an salesperson, because on the go while moving or while sailing, he can side by side updated his sales or his number of products sales per day in his or her company's databases. And hence we have given his name, its name is mobile. Mobile means that we are not sitting or we are not confined to one place, we are just moving or we are working from different places. Or mobile means it is transportable, it is portable, and physically separate from the main database. These are the various components of the mobile database system. The first one is the main system. Main system means that the entire system or the central system of the company, you can say, or the corporate, that stores all the data about that company, and it is linked to the mobile database. Then the second, we have the mobile database. Mobile database means the database that the user is using, and which is with the help of this mobile database, the user is able to view information while even on the move, and he'll be able to share all the information with the main database with the help of this mobile database only. Then the next, we have the device. Device means in that case the employee, or you can say the salesperson, he is using a device, handheld device like any laptop, any desktop, or any mobile phone. So these are the devices that we are using in the to connect the mobile database to the main database, so that we'll be able to access the data. And at last, we have the communication link. Communication link, with the help of this communication link, we are able to transfer the data between the mobile database and the main database. So it is providing a link between the mobile database and the main database of the company, so that we'll be able to transfer the data, and we'll be able to transfer all the information between these databases. Now let us discuss the advantages of mobile database. The data in a database can be accessed from anywhere using a mobile database. It provides wireless database access. That means with the help of wireless connection, we will be able to access the main database from anywhere in the world, because we are using it on the go, on the move, and we are not confined to a single place. Then the second is the database systems are synchronized using mobile databases, and multiple users can access the data with seamless delivery process. That means the database or the mobile database, they are accessed or they are synchronized with the main database, with the help of which multiple users or single users, they will be able to access all the information. Then the mobile databases require very little support and maintenance, because all the things we are going with the help of internet, so a lot of maintenance is not required. Then the mobile database can be synchronized with multiple devices such as mobiles, computer devices, laptops, etc. That means we can synchronize our mobile database with the main database of the company with the help of our mobile phones, our computer devices or laptops. For example, if we want to update any information in the Google Sheet, or if we want to update any information in the net databases or internet databases or any Excel sheet, then we can open it on our mobile phones only, or we can open it on laptops, and we can start working, and after finishing we will be able to share it with the some other persons or with the main databases. So with the help of these devices or with the help of these mobile phones, laptops, we will be able to access these mobile databases. Now there might be some database management issues in mobile database, like the first one is the issue of security. Security means that whatever data that is located or that is stored at one position or one place is more secure as compared to the mobile data, and so in that case the mobile data is less secure, because data are becoming more and more volatile, and it is used by more and more users, and so some techniques must be there so that we'll be able to compensate in case of a data loss. Then the second we have the replication issues. Replication issues means there is a problem of updating, and there is a increase in cost for updates, and all the fixing issues in case of any errors. So all these things, they increase in the number of replicas, because these mobile hosts, they can move anywhere and anytime. So this in case if you want to do some update, so this results in increase of cost. Then the next we have the recovery and fault tolerance. Fault tolerance means the system should be able to function correctly even if the presence of some internal faults are there. So these mobile database, they must deal with these transaction failures or communication failures in case some occurs. Also and due to the limited battery power, also there is a site failure at mobile databases. So this is one of the main issue that results in the fault tolerance or recovery issue of mobile databases. Then the next we have the query processing, because sometimes what happens that the mobile database we are using on the go, and the data is not stable, and because of this mobility and rapid resource changes of these mobile units, query optimization, or you can say query processing, becomes sometimes difficult, or you can say the complicated. Let us now understand the architecture of this mobile database. It involves basically three elements, that is fixed host, mobile units, that is MU, and base stations. These fixed hosts, they are used to perform all the transactions and database management functions with the help of their database servers. So all the transactions that we go with the help of these mobile database, they are performed with the help of these fixed hosts. Then the second we have the mobile units. Mobile units, that means whatever devices we are using, or these are the portable computers, you can say, that are moving around the geographical regions, and they include these units, they are used to communicate to the base station. So whenever we are communicating with the base stations, we are communicating with the help of these mobile units. Then the next we have the base stations. These base stations, they are the fixed location, you can say. For example, there is a corporate database of a particular company, so you can consider them as a base stations, and all the communication, these base station, they are providing all the communication from the mobile units to the fixed host, and these are maybe any lower power devices like your mobile phones, like your wireless routers, so any which is providing the communication, or that is passing the communication with the mobile units to and from the fixed host. Let's now discuss the important questions that can be framed based on today's session. The first one is the explain the architecture of mobile database with diagram what are its various advantages. In this you have to explain all the three units, that is the fixed host, the based stations and the mobile units, and you have to draw the diagram also. Then the second question is, what do you understand by internet databases? Explain the various web database tools. These are the frequently asked questions from the examination point of view also, and they are one of the most important topics of this unit 4. So do prepare them and pay more attention to these topics. So it was all about today's students. Thank you so much for watching. You guys keep learning and take care of yourself.